Good morning and welcome to the live pre-market show. It is October 17th. It's Thursday, almost at the end of the week, and we've been hitting non-stop poppers and they have not stopped. If you listened to the show last night, you've already saw that most of them are popping and running exactly like we said they were going to. So let's get cruising and see what's going on this morning. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice, so always do your due diligence. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a great morning. Let's look at the heat map because it is opening pretty nice right now. Microsoft's up over 0.5%. So is Apple, Meta, Amazon, Tesla's just about 0.5%, and Nvidia's up 3% right there. So everything looks pretty good. Not much red except for the healthcare industry. Uber and FTNT is a little bit red, but other than that, there's a lot of green on the heat map, or it's just a little flat, which is perfectly fine in the pre-market. So here we go. Let's look at our Jolie's jumpers and see what's going on this morning, everybody. Because we've been doing some non-stop poppers. TSM went over that last night. I know Luis Rodriguez wanted to see it, and let's see what it did because it's up $15.40. I said it was going to definitely move. I was very confident about it. And the video I said was going to get up there, and that's up $4. So there you go. And the what TSM has their earnings, I think, today. Yup, today it looks good and everything is starting to move. So there we go. And let's start cruising into our Jolie's jumpers right now and see what's happening. Let me get to them. And we have our BLNK. Let's see, is that going to be? It should be starting to move, honestly. It was right in that spot. It's up a penny right now. It's at 205. And it does. I'm telling you, BLNK, we watched it from top to bottom and set up, and it's looking pretty decent to try to run up here. And like I said, it'll get up to that 225 area. So it's at 205 now. BLNK. How about that BREA, guys? We looked at it last night, and I told you I had it on my list, and I put it on there before it popped, but it definitely ran up yesterday. It opened at 66 cents. It ran up to 278. It was in the after hours, and then this morning it picked back up at 132 and ran to 236. So if you were listening to the show last night, you knew all about BREA. And I told you, I found a new spot on my scanner, just typing some stuff in, and it was pretty solid. Two of them had already popped over 100%. So, and they didn't pop like that before I wrote them down. So it was a beautiful spot. I'll tell you that right now. And here we go with DRUG. Let's see what that was doing because it was like on drugs the last 2 days. It is coming back down to the bottom of the top, we'll call it. And we'll have to see if it wants to bounce back up right there or if it's going to come down. I have a feeling it's going to come back out, but who knows with this thing? It's been pretty wild. So that is DRUG. How about EFSH? That was on our list yesterday and the day before, and it was popping. I know laptop load. It was on our laptop lowdowns, and it was opened at $1.35 yesterday. Got up to 494. And today it opened at 246, got to 274. It's sitting at 249 right now. And that is EFSH, that 1847 Holdings is what that one's called. GEVO, that's up like 92 cents right now. Let's see. This one's been running up there. GEVO, it's been kind of cruising up. I think it might have actually just finally got to its top up here at 317. A nice big old bounce right there, I would say. So it was running up yesterday, it looks like in the after hours, and then GEVO popped up a little bit more today. It opened at 343 up to 355, but it's at 315. That one could be coming back down. It ran way up into the top for a little while. So that is GEVO. KLTO. Let's see that. KLTO. Let me just take a quick look. KLTO. Oh yeah, that one was popping yesterday, 51 to or 66 to 97, and then this morning, no, that was today. Yesterday it was 51 to $1.11. I was right. And then it was 66 cents today to 97, and it's sitting at 70 right there. So that was a nice move. KLTO bouncing around right there. Good pops. MTM, there's the other one that we were looking at last night, and it already had popped up there. And it was looking good. We looked at it like 2 days ago. It was on a laptop lowdown list, MTEM. And then I saw it yesterday and was like, "Oh, this bad boy's going to run 100%." And then it ran it in the after hours yesterday. So it did run like crazy. 34 cents, and it got up to like 110. And then this morning it opened at 70, got up to 90, and now it's sitting back at 67. So it did pop up there quite a bit. And we were looking at that last night as well. NUZE. Here we go, Newsy. That was up, that's up like 11 cents right now, popping out of the basement right there. NUZE. There we go. Yeah, this one could keep its momentum right there as it pops out of the basement and gets onto that 20. It could run up into that 72-cent area if it had to. So NUZE, keep an eye on that. Of course, our PHUN fund's been popping up. It ran up to 8 the other day, and it ran up this morning. It was opened at 7 and got up to like 720. I did see that moving this morning. Hold on. Opened at 740, got up to 790, and its low is 665 today. Was that today? Yeah, it is today. And yesterday it got up to what, 745. The day before that, it got up to 799, just under 8. So it is trying to push that envelope, 790, and it's probably going to be topping out up here. So that is PHUN. And that was a lot of fun because we ran that for a whole lot down from, holy cow, what was it? In the threes, and then it got up to 8, 799. So that was good. Rivian, our buddy Rivian, we're just watching this to get set up here. It just keeps kind of pulling back a little farther. It was right there. I mean, it was like practically touching where it wanted to get to, and then all of a sudden it kind of made more space. I'm not sure why, but it did. So now our 20's back up at 1080 and we're at 1018. So have to watch this one because that's what it's waiting for. We already know it's not going to pop without it. Maybe it has to run down here for a little bit. I'm not sure. Staff was moving this morning. I know Laptop Travel was trading that early, and that thing was popping. So it had opened at $1.87, got up to 781. We were looking at staffing 360 solutions not long ago, and this thing jumped up like a maniac. It's at 395 right now. Like I said, 187 to 781. That's a heck of a jump right there this morning. But be careful on that one. And how about that TP? ST had that crazy looking chart, and we were looking at it last night, and I said that was a crazy one. If I could type it in here, ST, there we go. TPST, and it's trying to move this morning. Let me see. 114, it opened that, and it's up to 128, and it's sitting at 115 right now. And I mean, it's trying to. We'll have to keep an eye on this. This one is an odd one. I'm telling you, it had a lot of big jump ups, and we were going through it last night. And VSME, another one we've been looking at. Verse Media, we've looked at that one, and this one bounced up quite a bit this morning. VSME, and this one jumped up, opened at 257, got up to 875. And it's sitting at 391 right now. So it ran up yesterday at 119 to 623, and then it really jumped up there today. So that is VSME, and we were looking at that one before too. And that is a Hong Kong advertising agency. So there you go with our Jolie's jumpers. Thank you very much. Let me see if there's any other ones real quick that we missed. PRFX. Let's look at that real quick. What's that one all about? Pain reform. I know we looked at this before. Let's see. So today's date. Let me start with that. Yeah, it looks like it. Hold on. No, that's yesterday. All right, hold on. Let me just take a quick look. PRFX, pain reform. It is today here, 64 cents. So it's not moving yet. Yesterday, it jumped up from 60 to 79, Closed at 61. It's sitting at 64 right now. Let me get a look at it. 64. Honestly, it's not looking bad at all. PRFX. So I'll take a look at that as we open up a little bit. It's not moving yet, but it's sitting right there on the 20 and it's trying to curl up. So it doesn't look bad. I'll take a peek at that one this morning and try to keep you updated on that. And we had more than five 100% runners before 5 a.m. today, guys. So there you go. We had five of them, more than five. So boom, I'm telling you, every day we've been smashing them out of the park. And like I said, you're not going to trade them all. Pick the ones you're confident with and you like, and rock and roll with them, because look at them, they're all going 100%. So just pick the ones that you like the setups on, and then find the bottoms, trade them smart, and they're running 100%. Robinhood, HOOD, is up 49 cents this morning. This one's way at the top, though. I have a feeling I wouldn't be chasing it. I'd let it come down back to like the 24s and then run it back up into there. So it is at the top for Robinhood. So I'm not sure if it's going to get cruising back over that resistance right there. Let me take a better look on mine. Oh, HOOD. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I think Robinhood comes back down a hair and then sets up to be even more bullish right there. So we'll have to take a look at that today as well. And let's see what else. Anything else? Let me cruise through and see what's going on in the market. Let me see real quick. We'll we'll hit the scanner real quick and just see real fast what's happening. VSME, BREA, NIXX ran up like crazy over 200%. We were not looking at that, but that's a staffing one, just like staff, STAF, MTEM. Nvidia's moving. LCID, remember that Lucid Group? That's an auto manufacturer, way down, big dip. We might have to keep that on our list. How about our Yang up to 392? Remember what I said yesterday? I definitely said that it was just a little healthy pullback, and now it's up 21 cents, hitting that 20. It's going to get into that 20, and then we're going to see blast off. So I hope everybody was listening when it was down here in the what it would get down to 239, and now we're sitting at 392 for the Yang. So we'll look at the yin real quick. It should be dipping down again. I know Laptop Travel likes it because we were looking at the options, and they're going to be printing money pretty soon, I'm telling you. And so now the yin is just dropping, and it's coming down to that 50, which is at 28. It's at 32. And like I said, it may not do it today. They parachuted that bad boy yesterday. They would have created complete chaos and panic in China if that thing would have came down the way it should have yesterday. So they just parachuted it down. You could clearly see it. I went over it last night. It was an easy look, and now we're gonna get booming. So, and you might get one more parachute in it again, just so that again they don't collapse an economy, because the thing ran up so much, and I was talking about it last night, what I was looking at, and again, it's just an easy, clear look right there. So you can just see exactly what it wants to do, and that is our yin. So we were all about it down there, and it is moving. NCPL is up a little bit. We went over that last night as well. What's our GRTS is down a little bit. It was running yesterday. JTAI looks like it wants to get moving again. Let me look at this bad boy. Hold on. It does. Keep your eye on that JTAI. What it run up to the other day? It got up on the 10th. It got up to what, 25 cents? And right now, oh, where did I put it? Right there. And right now it's at 9 cents again. And it ran up to like 25 the other day. This thing could get cruising back up to that 14 and then try to pump. Look at JTAI today. It could try to make a move. And let's just take a look. Our TSM is cruising there. So there we go with them bad boys. So let's look at our SPY and our big caps real quick. SPY's up 245. It's over 584 right now. Remember when I was telling you it wanted to get into the 580s, and now it's just blasting. So I told you it was super bullish, and it is. Let's look at that Apple AAPL up $1.55. I think it's just going to trade between this little channel right here, and that's 235 to 232, and it could come as low as 228. It's setting up to be crazy. So look at Apple for the next few weeks because it's setting right up right there. Oh, let's look. I forgot to do GameStop and them. GameStop is down 13 cents. But I'm telling you, that thing was setting up yesterday and looking beautiful, and I'm still sticking by it because it is setting up. Might be a little healthy pullback, not sure, but nothing crazy. Let me look. What's this say? The 17th, open to 21.49. It's sitting at 21.53. Yeah, I don't know what this one, it must have just went up a hair because it must have been just down a couple cents and now it just jumped back up. But yeah, it's looking perfectly fine to me. GameStop, AMC down a penny, but another one just kind of setting up right there, looking really good. So keep an eye on these bad boys. It's crossing through AMC. That 20's coming down for it at 435. It's at 422. It's getting there. And that Chewy's at 29, 28, not doing anything, but wow, is this thing bullish? Holy cow. So you're about to see Chewy get over 34, and it's at 29 right now. So that's about to move. We just did Apple. Nvidia, we were saying was going up. It's up $4.15. So we read that right last night, and that's cruising. And then Google, oh yeah, Google's setting up to get rolling. I was saying yesterday it should try to bounce. I'm surprised it's not bouncing a little higher right now for Google. Maybe it's just going to sit right there and just kind of sit there to set up a hair. So maybe it won't have that pop today, but it's just going to kind of hang out, but it's looking good. Amazon's up 90 cents, and I'll tell you what, this thing's getting ready to set up and cruise. So take a look at Amazon because that's getting ready. Good old Meta was pulling back yesterday. It needed to hit that spot. It hit exactly what I said. And today it's up $4 of 581. So let me just take a look. I don't know. I think it's just parachuting this one too. So, as I said, it wouldn't be a bad thing if it came down into the 550s. Don't have to come down that far, but even 560s would be good. And that is Meta. And it was almost at 600. And I literally said it had to come down to that 579, and it hit it yesterday. So there you go with the Meta call. And like I said, I think that's got to pull back just a hair just to set up some more. And our Microsoft's back up $2.21, back to 418 and getting ready to cross through and get cruising. So I hope you were looking at that yesterday as well. And that is Microsoft and Tesla. That's up 58 cents. I told you it was just hanging out at this line and it's setting up to get bullish. I'm telling you, their earnings are next Wednesday and they're probably going to destroy them. So, from what it looks like, they're destroying earnings from right now. So, I would expect to go 221, 240, 260 real quick. And setting up to be bullish there. So that's Tesla right there, and that's our Mag 7, and they are looking good. And Nvidia's jumped up there. I thought Google was right in the right spot last night. It might just be sitting right there. And Nvidia looks like it's hopping, but it's already popped up there. Apple's obviously setting up, so they are looking really good right there. Let me know if you guys want to see anything. I'll look at crypto real quick and see what that's up to. Let me see what our crypto's doing this morning. It's been looking very good. So let's see. And it's down just a hair. It's at Bitcoin's under 67 right now. It's at 66,915 as it's just bouncing around. Let's see what it's doing. Did run up there pretty good. I think it's just well, it's at the top, I mean, but I kind of feel like it might be a little healthy pullback to try to run up a little higher. We'll keep our eye on that today to obviously dictate what they want to do. Ethereum's at 2600 basically, so like 2603, and that one's forming a nice base right there. So we'll watch the Ethereum. That's just forming a base. Solana's at 151. And let's see, just kind of pulling back a hair. Let's see if it's going to dip down and and just ride off that line again. Maybe they want to do that. Cardano's at 34. Let's see. It's pulling back though. Cardano is dipping. So I guess Cardano is going down at the moment. Hopefully that doesn't show us what the rest of them want to do. Doge is still over 12 cents, and that looks like it probably hit a top and is coming back. We'll just see if it's some healthy pullback today, so I'll keep my eye on it. And let's look at Bonk real quick. Could just be a little healthy pullback. They've been running up there, so Bonk still looks like it wants to go bonkers. So Bonk's still running, and that is our crypto report right there. And let me find our laptop lowdowns and pop through that list because you know there's going to be some 100%ers pulling off of there in the next few days. It's just been wild lately. And we've been nailing them all. So let's see what our laptop lowdown list is. Let me get to his page real fast. It'll be easier to find that. There they are. And here we go. ADTX. Let's look at that one this morning. That's just down a penny, it looks like. ADTX. And is that the 17th? It is. So it is opened at 112 and it got down to 107. It's sitting at 110 right now. Let me see. And yeah, I think it, like I said, it's just bouncing around. That 20's way up there at 4, so I don't think that's coming down for it. We're just keeping an eye on this to see if it's going to get that curl move. This one's going to be more of a curl. It ran the other day like a maniac and ran up to that 186 the other day. So let's just see if it can get that curl on it and get moving again. So ADTX BDMD bear to medical. This is one of them big fish hooks, and look for it to have some movement because it's going to BDMD. What's it doing this morning? It's just not moving yet. That's actually today's date. I think it jumped up a little bit. It closed at what, 325? It's saying it's at 363 and just sitting there. So look at this one because it's making that starting to flatten out and starting to try to curl up for that first little pop up, and then it'll pull back a little bit and then run around as it sets up. We know that look. And then when it gets about a day out, it likes to run. So CETX, this one we've been keeping an eye on. Looks like it's down. And let me see, it's getting closer. So CETX, keep your eye on. Just watch it bounce around. Another one. It was trying to run up there. It's curling. It's at 44 cents, 43 right now. It opened at 44. So it is down a penny, but it's right there. It's I would say I did say around Thursday, Friday. Um Tomorrow may be a day out, and it ran yesterday and it's setting up today. So CETX may be a nice little runner right there. I know we've been talking about it and looking at it. EDBL, the edible garden. Let's see if it's edible yet and we want to chew it up. Hold on, let's look at this bad boy. October 16th, not giving me a look yet, but it's not looking bad, just kind of flat down there. And again, our 20's at 37. This is at 21 cents. So just keeping an eye on it and see when we want to gobble that one up. LGCB. Let's look at that linkage global because this one's going to start rolling up pretty soon. You know it's going to be a runner right there. That 20's coming down for it, and it's getting closer on LGCB. Yeah, it's gonna start moving. Doesn't have anything happening today yet, just a little flat, but definitely setting up to be a runner right there. MGRX, let's see it down 3 cents. Oh, this one is at the splitter right there. This one did do the old split yesterday and ran up a little bit. Let me see. Opened at 253 and got up to 280. And this morning it looks like it's at 244. Let me just take a quick look. MGRX. And that is today's day, 268. It opened that and got up to 310, it says, and it's sitting at 241. So it did have that split and it's running around. It's still at the bottom. I'll keep an eye on this one and see what it wants to do. Mullen, this one's a crazy one. MULN. Not doing anything and still in the basement. This thing is the most just reverse split and diluted company ever, I think, but not doing anything yet. 228 and just kind of cruising down there. So we'll look at that again. NAAS. That's just kind of cruising along that bottom too, not doing a whole lot, but way down there. Had a big dip yesterday. Got down to what, 343. Let's see if it wants to bounce off of there finally. So keep my eye on this one to see because it was setting up right there and then had that dip. Could be a dip and rip situation on NAAS and TBL. Notable Labs up 22 cents. This one, there you go. There's a popper for you this morning. Laptop travel. It was running up yesterday as well. Opened at 27, got to 70. This morning it opened at 36 and got to 58. It's at 48 and still looking pretty decent. So keep your eye on NTBL. That one is popping right now. SLXN. Let's take a look at this one because that one's way down there. And our 20's at 50. This is at 30. It's just getting set up still. We're just kind of waiting for it. Yeah, it's just not ready just yet. So, not doing anything yet this morning either, but I don't think it's just ready to run. So, we'll keeping our eyes on that one. And SVRE, this one, Saver one. Let's see. Is it going to get into the basement? Is it going to pop out? Let me take a look. It says, let me see, SVRE. That is today, opened at 12, got down to 11. It's sitting at 12. It's just kind of down here this morning. I think what did it close at yesterday? It closed at like up in the 12s and then it opened up lower this morning at like 12 cents exactly. We're going to see if it wants to get into the basement right here. I know we were looking at it yesterday to see, and it was trying to stay out, but maybe it's going to pull back in there. Not exactly sure. So I'll look at that today. TPST, that one is crazy. Let's just look at that chart again. TPST up 4 cents right now, and it is getting that curl on, guys. So take a look at this bad boy. Has a lot of crazy moves going on, TPST, and it could just get cranking. So keep an eye on that TPST. We went over it last night, and it's funky and it's setting up. So not sure what they have going on, but something's wild. How about TOO? I'm familiar with, oh, maybe two, maybe it's TTOO. I was gonna say I know TTOO, and that's probably what it was. Way down here at $1.40. I know we've been looking at it. Our 20's way up here at $1.80. So TTOO, we'll have to wait for that to get set up as well and keep an eye on it. I know we have been. And WISA, WISA, let's look at that one. WISA, just flat. This one's gonna get good though. Hold on, let's see if it's moving. Today $1.86. It got down to $1.82, sitting at $1.86. But I'm telling you, this one looks pretty decent. I mean, look, yesterday it opened and then came back down, ran up to 198 and then pulled back, but it does look good, WISA. I know we were looking at it the last few days. And how about XPON? Let's see that one. We looked at it the other day when it split and it was popping. And let's see if it came back down on us. October 17th, 282. And it's just running flat there, but let me see if it's trying to get moving again. It didn't. Like I said, we knew it was popping, and it's just kind of running that line, running a little flat on XPON. So we will keep an eye on that. And there you go. That is our laptop lowdowns. Thank you very much. Sam bought calls expiring on Friday for TSM for 10K. How much you think you'll get by stock market opening? It all depends. The options are obviously a little different and hard to know exactly how much they're going to be worth because of the intrinsic value, and they're all different, to be honest with you. There is a formula, and there's apps and stuff where you can easily just type in what you bought it at, what it got to, and it'll tell you exactly what it's worth. But yeah, that's all beautiful right there, TSM. Because, like I said, it is cruising right now. It's up 1587, so getting into the top. But obviously, you're having good earnings and popping things off, so it's a beautiful thing. And again, our heat map is pretty green right there. So Microsoft's up, Apple's up, Google is down a little bit, Meta's up, Amazon's up, Tesla's up, and Nvidia's up 2.94%. So that is cruising this morning and up over like 3.99. So looking good right there, guys. I'd say everything we talked about last night was on point right there. So let's take a look at a couple more for Green Thumbs. Good morning. How are you? And AISP, let's see what that's up to. Up a penny right there. That one's about to get good. 20's right there, 221. Let me see AISP. AISP. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to get moving real soon. It has yesterday's date, so it don't look like it's doing anything just yet on mine. It does say it's at 219, so it opened up a little bit. But watch for it to get to 223 and it can get moving right there on AISP, and that's Airship AI Holdings, SRFM, SRFM. Surf Air Mobility, we've been looking at that one is setting up. It was at the top. I think you might have a little bounce coming up right here on this one. SRFM. Like I said, it was at the top, and I think you might get a reverse and roll off that MACD and get running back up into the top and get higher than what its high was at 359. And it's sitting at 183. So keep an eye on this to get reversing right there. And like I said, it did run up, but it's setting up to be kind of bullish. We'll keep our eye and see if it wants to roll off that MACD. You definitely want to make sure it's going to. And then UAVS is a OTC one, so, or an Amex. It's on stock charts. So let me just take a look. It looks like it was pulling back. I'll pull it up on mine, SRFM, and see what it's doing. If it, hold on, what was it? It was UAVS. I'm sorry, UAVS. I was gonna say that's the one we were just looking at. UAVS. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like it's just pulling back still. Opened to 251 and it's down to 243 at the moment. So it does look like it has a little pullback on it. And there you go for Green Thumbs. Hope that helped you out this morning. And let me know if you guys want to see anything else today. Oh yeah, look at MT. Oh, here's your TSM options right here. Thanks, Laptop Travel. Just posted them for you, Sam. So there you go. He'll tell you exactly what they're at. He knows. And boom. Did I look at PRFX? I don't even remember. But let me take a look at it. Oh yeah, pain reform. We looked at this at the beginning. It is down 5 cents right now, but it's sitting in that right spot. Is it starting to move yet? Hold on. That could be. Let me look at it again. PRFX. That's today's date, 64 cents, and just sitting there flat. So hold on. 64 sitting here. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's sitting in a good spot. It's just not doing anything yet this morning. PRFX, but I could see it trying to bounce back up there, right? So there you go. And KXIN, let's look at that one real quick. KXIN, that one's just down a penny. This one was a big runner for us and just pulling back, but it is setting up to be pretty bullish there. We just have to get the right spot on it. So I'll keep an eye on KXIN and tell us when it's going to reverse, and it will run back up again. So, and it did. It ran pretty well. It was a China auto and truck dealership one. It ran up the other day. I remember October 4th, it got up to 33 cents, I believe, or something like I forget what it got up to. No, it was way over that. It was like in the 50s. So it was moving and it started down here in like 14-cent land. And right now it's at like 16. So we'll watch for that one. And CHRO. I know we looked at that. Chromocell Therapeutics, and yeah, this one I know we were looking at last night. It did jump up, it looks like this morning. Hold on. CHRO. There we go. And it did run up yesterday. It got up to that 107 area. This morning it opened at 97 and it's sitting right there. It got up to like 98, but it is looking good for a little run up. And I'll say, and watch that one to be a little momentum play today. And it looks like it is. So CHRO, keep your eye on that today as well. And there you go. I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review right there. we did our Jolie's jumpers, our laptop lowdowns. We went through our big caps and our Mag 7, our SPY, crypto, and other ones. So there we go. And we have things moving. And like I said, over five of them for over 100% in the pre-market this morning. So we are just rocking and rolling like we said we would be. So thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope we have a great morning. Laptop Travel, Asian Joe Lee, thank you especially for the Joe Lee's jumpers. W, Green Thumbs, East Coast Beach Girl. Uh, Christian, how are you this morning? Clancy, Steve Stinson's here. My buddy Denny, how you doing this morning, Denny? Sinister for Force, DeFi 420. The Rabid Vole is on this morning. And of course, Luis Rodriguez and Kenny. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you guys are looking at today. You know, I'll break them down. I'll be on social media and we'll be trading and just locking in some profits. So there we go. I think we're just crushing this market, ripping it apart, and let's continue to because it's going to get really, really good. And like I said, I'm going to be looking in that spot in the scanner and try to pull up the ones that are going to be running well over 100% in the after hours before they get running because I did see them yesterday before they ran and then I went and looked at them last night and two of them were already over 100%. So we will crush them bad boys as well. So there you go, everybody. Thank you. And again, trade smart, lock in your profits. Have a great day. Let me know if you want me to look at anything today. And yeah, there we go. I'll see you guys tonight and I'll be on all day. So thanks again and catch you guys later. Have a great day.